Hi everybody, welcome to PeriThrive TV. We are here again to discuss perimenopause. PeriThrive TV is all about the stories of women who have been through perimenopause or women who are going through perimenopause. We're here to listen to their stories, what they went through, what they experienced, how they dealt with it, family members' reactions, just to hear their story. Everybody has a story and we're here to share those stories because when I discovered I was in perimenopause, I was also looking to hear the stories of women. I would hear from women at my church, and I went searching online, and I didn't find a lot. And the Lord led me to start the PeriThrive blog, and then afterward He said, "Why don't you interview women about their perimenopause experience?" And so this is how PeriThrive TV was born. So welcome to PeriThrive TV, everybody. And today we have with us Mildred Nicholas, who's going to share with us a story. Hi, Mildred.
Hi.
Welcome to the program today. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Yes, I'm Mildred Nicholas from Montreal, mother of 4.
Okay. All right. Okay. So are you currently in perimenopause, or have you already passed the 12-month mark where you have stopped menstruating?
I stopped menstruating.
All right. Okay. Do you mind telling us your age? You don't have to. Do you mind?
Yes, I will. 57.
Okay, you're 57. Good. How did you first find out about perimenopause? Did you know about it when you started?
I didn't know anything about it.
Okay. So how did you find out you were in it? So you started experiencing symptoms and you went to the doctor, or a friend or nurse told you? How did you find out that was what you were going through?
I started feeling symptoms, getting different symptoms, and I didn't know what was going on with my body or myself. But then listening to women talking and saying different things. So I kind of put one and one together and realized that I was going through it, but I've never been to doctor on that.
Okay. So when you realized that you were going through it, what was the first thing you did? Did you tell anybody about it? What was it? You did research? What was the first thing you did when you realized that's what was happening with you?
Well, I didn't really research per se, but then we have a ladies group. So when we come together, there are ladies that are going through it.
Okay.
And putting a topic about it, and that's how I get to know more about it.
Okay.
And different symptoms and what you should expect it.
Okay. All right. So tell us about your symptoms. What kinds of symptoms did you experience? The hot flashes, maybe extreme hunger, maybe irritation, not able to sleep properly. What types of symptoms did you experience?
At my early stage, I was craving for a lot of cold thing, a lot of ice. I was eating a lot of ice. And then the mood swings. Sometimes I beg for any kind of thing. And yes, I had craving for sugar. And sometimes I could not sleep at night. I had to be turning and tossing before I fall asleep.
Okay. So for any of the symptoms you experienced, for example, not being able to sleep, did you take any herbal teas, or did you take any medication, or any, for example, go to the health store and get a supplement for any of your symptoms, actually, not only the sleeplessness, anything? Did you take anything for any of those symptoms?
No, I did not take anything whatsoever for them.
Okay. Did you have hot flashes?
Yes, I had hot flashes, but
How did you handle that?
Well, hot flashes is keep on fanning, drink a lot of ice, eat a lot of ice, and my body would cool down.
Okay. All right. So did you find that some symptoms you experienced at the beginning you did not experience at the end, or was it the same symptoms throughout?
Well, what I get at the beginning, as I'm getting older, getting less and less, like the hot flashes, the craving for sugar, and the cold stuff, they are no longer that of how it was before.
Okay. All right. Okay. What was the most difficult part of perimenopause for you?
The most difficult part is when I reach home and cannot have a conversation with my children. I'm so moody, I just have to go in my room and stay there for the rest of the night. So kind of struggling for me.
Yeah. Yeah. What was their reaction to that? Did they know you were going through perimenopause at the time? Did you tell them, or did they know?
They did not know anything.
Okay, so they were just thinking that mommy vexed for no reason.
We were just thinking why vex, and that was the case.
Okay. All right. Okay. So what would you say helped you the most during that perimenopause time?
Well, when I really learned about it, I've come to understand that look is that and how to deal with it. You have to pray a lot about it and tell yourself when you are going through that and you're going to try to adjust to certain things. It was difficult, but by with God's grace, He brought me through it.
Okay. All right. So how does it feel now that you're no longer menstruating? You've left perimenopause where it was sometimes there, sometimes not there. Now you have no periods coming. How does it feel that you now entered into menopause and you no longer have to deal with that?
Well, I feel good about not seeing period. Because when you're on your period and you're sitting somewhere, you're afraid to get up.
Mm,
Like when you get up at the back of your clothes is not soil or whatever. So it's a nice feeling.
okay. All
Mm.
right. That's good to know. It's a nice feeling. So I'm looking forward to that nice feeling. Okay, we talked about the most difficult parts. Did you have any funny moments in or anything that happened that may have been something funny
Not,
going through that time? Not really.
not I can't recall.
Okay. Okay. All right. So to those of us like me who are now in perimenopause, what advice would you give us?
Everybody get different symptoms. All depend on maybe what you take before you were younger or the way your body structure. We don't all of us don't go through the same thing. Some go through it worse than the others. But what I would advise those who are going through it, it's this too shall pass. It's not going to stay with you. You have to just learn to know more about it and then just learn to adjust yourself
Okay.
to.
Okay. And then for those women now who have not yet entered into my stage, they're in their 20s, 30s, although some women go through it early, but they still haven't gone through it. Is there anything you can tell them that would help them prepare for it? Is there any way you can prepare for that stage of life? Is there anything they can do?
And I don't think you can prepare for that. But if you are not yet in it, you talk to someone that going through it, learn to know the symptoms. So then when you start going through it and you get that, then you know exactly you are approaching there. So you will have an idea how to really deal with it.
Okay, that makes sense because if you already have heard of symptoms and you won't be so strange to you, I will be wondering, am I sick? Is something wrong with me? Realize, okay, then that's good advice. Yes, that's good advice. How long did your perimenopause last? Do you remember when it started and how long, approximately how long it lasted?
Ah, I cannot recall.
Okay, you remember around what age you were when you started that?
About my late 30s.
Okay, all right. So you went through it for quite a bit of time. All right. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us your story. Everybody has a story. Some people go through a lot of symptoms. Some people don't go through any symptoms. Some persons have one symptom. Some people go through it for a few months. Some go through many, many years. So I'm grateful to hear your story and the advice that you gave to those who have not yet been in it, that they should listen to other women so they can prepare themselves at least mentally to recognize the symptoms so they won't be thinking that something is wrong with them. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us, Mildred. It was good having you. May the Lord bless you. Have a great day.
You too, also my sister.